tethered to you. We're good?
Yeah.
Does it sound okay?
No idea.
What up, guys? I'm here live at the Atilis gym in Bellmawr. God, I wish I knew. I could have looked it up how to pronounce it. Bellmawr, New Jersey. Owners are Frank and Ian. They have been very much under fire the last few months, but I think in particular the last week because they are choosing to stay open during the mandates. Phil Murphy's the governor here. I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And they're going against his wishes, his mandates, and they're staying open. The owners, Frank and Ian, I assume are red-pilled. I'm so psyched to go in there, to meet them, to check out the gym, to talk to them. They're very cool guys. We talked with them briefly. So yeah, first of all, I love all the signage outside the gym. They've got a sign here, all small business is essential. Toys for Tots. Anyone who does Toys for Tots is a good person. Welcome members, please line up in an orderly manner on the red X's. Yeah, they're taking all their precautions. It's all good. Hey, do you go to this gym?
Yes.
How do you like it?
I love it.
Do you, I'm doing a little thing for my YouTube. How do you feel about the governor trying to shut down this gym and other small businesses like it?
I don't like that.
No.
I have a small business.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, what's your business?
It's Extreme Nutrition.
Okay, cool. So that's related.
Yeah.
Have you been shut down during the last few months,
We're
or?
allowed to stay open, but since the gyms are shut down, our business is slow.
Yeah.
So it's affected us.
And I poked my head in there before. It's like there's such a happy vibe in there. Everybody's like
That's
working
great.
out. It feels good in there. Like people are happy. People are not afraid. And it's very inspiring to see this because I feel like the powers that be want everyone to be like sick and scared and at home, and everyone in here is like thriving and healthy and doing their
It's
thing.
healthy. It's a healthy
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
I've been coming here since the whole pandemic, and I don't see anybody that's been sick.
Yeah, they haven't had one case. There's
Not
been
one
like
case.
80,000 plus visits. So yeah, they must be doing something
500-600
right.
a day, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's packed in there. I'm so excited to go in. But yeah, so how many years have you been a member here?
I've been coming here since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Before that, once in a while, because my business is connected to a gym.
Right. Yeah. So it's linked. How do you feel like the owners have been handling all the shit they've been getting?
Frank and Ian are great,
Yeah.
great guys.
They're just taking it in stride. They don't seem afraid to me. You know.
Can't hear you at all.
Oh, me? No. All right. Is the mic clicked in?
Yeah, you're plugged in.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know what else to do. We're low budget here. All right, cool. Yeah. It's nice to meet you. Shout out your company in case people need. I assume you sell like supplements and like protein.
Sports nutrition,
Yeah.
supplements, Extreme Nutrition.
Extreme Nutrition.
in
Okay.
Woodbury Heights, New Jersey.
All right, cool, guys. Check it out. Get your pills and powders and get jacked like this guy. Nice to meet you.
Take care.
Bye.
I'm going to check quickly on YouTube.
Yeah,
see-
check to see if it's.
Oh, you're going to hold this for a second?
Yeah. Am I still going?
Yeah.
All right. What up, guys? I'm just gonna. So, yeah, we're outside the Atilis gym, Rock Bottom Nutrition, Fight Fit, Fight Strong. Ooh, we're on Browning Road. I didn't even know that. So yeah, as you can see, like, yeah, I mean, we're gonna go in. Lots of cars in the parking lot. Pretty sure this gym's gonna be packed, like it was a few minutes
It
ago
sounds fine.
when we checked in.
Maybe it's the microphone.
It might be the mic. Maybe my hair was covering it.
No, it might be the mic in your hand.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
you're going to show
And
the
some.
precautions that they're taking?
Oh, yeah. This place is taking a ton of precautions. They're very, very safe. There's been 80,000 plus visitors over the last 8-9 months. They haven't had a single case tied to anything. So here, like, they have a temperature thing right here. You come in, you look at it, taking my temperature, 98.1. That's below what it needs to be. You fill this out. I filled out one of these earlier. I'm gonna fill it out again, just so. Well, no, I don't want you guys to see my phone number and stuff. But we filled out one of these slips, so they're doing the contact tracing. They have all the precautions here. As you can see, tons of spray bottles. They're cleaning up, they're wiping down, they're being super careful. To me, it looks like they're doing everything that they could possibly do. Plenty of supplements.
Someone just said heroes.
Yeah, these guys are fucking heroes. The powers that be want you to be sick and scared and in your home. They don't want you to work out. They don't want you thriving. And this place is like, fuck it, they're open, and there have been no cases tied to the gym. Nobody here is sick. Like, everybody here is like fucking jacked, young, and healthy. And like, here we go, yeah, COVID-free, 85,000 plus visitors, no COVID cases tied to this gym. They got plenty of, yeah, look at, we got like the cardio up there, weights down here. Like, I fucking love this place. I give the owners, Frank and Ian, all of the credit and props in the world for just being like, yeah, fuck you, Phil Murphy. Like, we're gonna stay open. And they're smart about it. Like, from the articles that I've read, you know, they kind of know that the numbers are bullshit and that there's no laws against being open right now. Like, they're like, yeah, it's a mandate, but like, clearly people want to work out. They're taking all the precautions. You're kind of whatever at your own risk if you think there is a risk. To me, it doesn't look like they could be doing, anything more. And they're not shutting down. They've been open the 8-9 months since the lockdowns and the pandemic shit started. So like, and I really love the energy in this gym. Like, we just came from DC. And like, the whole of DC feels gloomy and shitty and bad and sterile. And like, the second you step foot in this gym, it's lively, it's joyful. Like, obviously there's the focused gym energy, but like, it feels good in here. It feels like people are doing their thing. They're not afraid. They're like, that's what we should be doing. We should, like, being in here makes me want to work out. Honestly, I want to like get on a machine. But yeah, I mean, it's packed. I'm gonna buy some of their merch because I love that this is happening. I love that they're not afraid. What? People can elbow to elbow in dusty supermarkets and box. Exactly. That is the number one point. Is that like, well, we can still go to Target and Walmart, and we can still, every place you get groceries has been more crowded than this place, And yeah, they're not forcing people to wear masks, because like, who the fuck wants to wear a mask when they work out? The answer is nobody. And if you are wearing a mask while you're working out, you're not going to work out as hard because you're not going to be able to breathe. So I support this place. I support these guys. I can't wait to talk to Frank or Ian. I think they're one or both of them are trainers. Oh, cool. Oh, it's Ian. Hi, Ian.
What's up?
Do you have a minute?
Sure, hang on one
Okay.
second.
He's got a very recognizable beard. So here's the thing, like all the grocery stores are still open, Walmart, Target are still open, and you're gonna be, more crowded in those stores than you are here. So it's like, hi, nice to meet you, Ian.
Nice to
Chrissy
meet you.
Mayer. Thanks for letting us come in.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
First of all, I have the utmost respect, and I want to give you props for staying open through all this.
Thank you.
And it's really amazing because all the grocery stores are still open, Target, Walmart, everything is still open, and
Strip club right around the corner.
the strip club is still open. People are tighter together, than they are here, yet people in Target have to wear a mask, but people are also allowed to go to Target, go grocery shopping. So I just want to know, how have you been dealing with like the constant shit that you've been getting from staying open?
We just stay open. We stay open
Yeah.
every single day.
I have a microphone.
We stay open every day, no matter what. It's not easy, but losing your business over some political games is way harder. So, it's an easy choice for us. It's not fun. We've gotten a lot of support and love, and we absolutely appreciate that. And we lean into that on the days that are like really not fun. And at the end of the day, we know what we're doing is right, and
Yeah.
what's right isn't always easy. That's it. It's just take it as it comes. And that's second wave of shutdowns that's come around, and we've had a lot of small business owners ask, how do I stay open? And it's, you just stay open. They're like, well, what if? And it's just stay open.
Right, because there's nobody, I don't think there's anybody here in the morning keeping you from opening your doors. You know what I mean? I doubt there's anybody.
I mean, we get fined every single day for being open.
Yeah.
We get fined $15,000 every day.
Jesus. Yeah.
But we're open. We're open every day.
And
we
you know
have
what?
absolutely no plan on paying those fines. And you know what? I'm willing to gamble that will fall apart in the right court.
Yeah, they're really not giving you guys much of a choice. It's like either you stay closed and you go out of business that way, or you go out in a blaze of glory, like
I would rather. I spoke in Washington D.C. yesterday. And I said the same thing. I said, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down swinging. Frank and I worked our entire lives to get here. We bought this gym 8 months before COVID hit, and this gym was an absolute dump. And we turned it around into a place where we have an amazing community of people who come here for all the right reasons. They come here because it's good for their mental health, it's good for their physical health. They come here and they socialize, and we're a community of people who support each other from all walks of life. And we never took a paycheck building it, and we haven't to date. We're defending much more than our right to earn a living. It's a way of life. I don't want a government handout. I want to be able to work and provide for my family. The same thing for Frank. And I'm not willing to let somebody just take that away under the guise of a public health scare.
Yeah, it's like you can also say, well, hey, I'm open because of public health. So I guess why can't that also be a priority?
I have invited any public health official who puts these COVID regulations into effect to come and sit down in a no-no discussion and discuss their public health policy and why it's good. I would love to sit down with anybody. Jude Kelly here in New Jersey, I'd love for her to come and sit down. Because if you can explain the rationale between not allowing people to work out and not allow people to go to church, both of which are very good for you, be that physically or mentally or both, but you're perfectly fine keeping liquor stores open. You're perfectly fine keeping fast food open, which has been shown with very clear science to actually exacerbate the effects of illnesses and diseases in a very meaningful and bad way. But that's okay. So sit down and let's talk about it. And I guarantee that nobody's going to believe you when we're done. And if it was something different, we would be closed. They said 2.2 million people would be dead by May. And even with the numbers that they present, which have at best been questionable, they're not even close to that. And if it was something different, sure. We have over 84,000 business facilities. We have no outbreaks traced back here at all. We have record of every single person who's ever been in this facility since the time we opened. We can operate safely. We have more safety protocol here in place than any government building, I promise that, and probably any business in the entire country. We have 8 hydroxyl generators running full time.
Wow.
There are these things you see over in the corners here. Essentially what they do, they're pulling moisture out of the air and creating peroxide in the air, which is absolutely safe for human consumption, and it purifies the air. We have 8 of them running.
Yeah.
You see we have each person has their spray bottle. Everything's being sprayed away. You don't see that in big box stores where people are walking around touching everything. We have temperature checks at the door. We've taken more safety precautions than they mandate for big businesses, and we can be safer and better at it. And until they prove us otherwise, we'll be good.
Have you seen a little bit of an uptick, since you've stayed open during the last 8-9 months, and maybe word has got around? Have you seen triple?
Yeah. Our busiest.
Triple.
I got a question from the chat.
Oh, we got a question from the chat.
Who wants to know, Ian, if are they still trying to change the doors?
No, they don't do that anymore. They just fine us $15,497.76 every day.
He knows the exact amount.
How many times did they change it? I saw a video.
They changed our locks once, and we got back in, and then they were threatening to come do it again. So Frank and I took the doors off of the hinges, and we stayed here for 30 days as a protest. didn't leave the building, and they
Wow.
arrested us, and then they boarded our doors up, and we kicked them in the next day, or a couple days later. And that's, yeah. So that
Wow.
was, I think that was like my birthday or something, or right around my birthday in August. And ever since then, we've been open. I think they've kind of given up on that approach. You know, they were threatening to put steel doors up, and we had welders on standby ready to come in, and they could do whatever they want. I'll come in through the ceiling. It doesn't matter. You're not going to stop me from opening my
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, that's amazing
And that
because
goes for friends.
I don't think you're breaking any laws. I mean,
If we were breaking laws, we'd be in prison,
yeah.
and that's why we're not. So,
Yeah. So you're not breaking any laws, and it's like, I just love that this is happening because like we saw with the bar in Staten Island that
Yeah,
they
yes.
were like, fuck it, we'll stay open, we'll call ourselves an autonomous zone, like whatever, like and that owner got arrested, and you know, the people, I know a huge group of people came out to support in Staten Island, and then as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be great if just like more businesses would see that, and like I was like, maybe they are getting inspired and maybe they are staying open, and then like I found out about your gym, and I was like, oh my god, like all right, like let's just hope
we
that
were one of the first to go. We were inspired by Shelley Luther, who's the salon owner in Texas.
oh right.
I remember watching her open, and then she had armed guards outside, and she was ripping up tickets. And then she had a court date, and the judge made her apologize, and she absolutely refused to apologize.
Wow.
And I just remember thinking that this woman can't be the only person thinking this way. And I remember thinking, well, at least I'm not the only person thinking this way, and I know that now that there's more. And her strength inspired me and Frank to open because she was relentless. She said, I'm going to feed my family, and that's it, and you're not going to tell me otherwise. And
Yeah. So did you guys close down initially in March and then reopen?
yep, we reopened
Yeah.
2 months to the day.
Okay.
And then we've been open every single day except for a stint of about 3 weeks when they changed our locks.
Oh god.
And for like 3 days after they boarded our doors up. And other than that, we're open every single day no matter what.
And you would think, because like, yeah, this is a gym. People come here like, this is the #1 best thing you could do right now. Even if you are like very paranoid about getting the virus, like the #1 thing you should be doing is keeping your immunity up, keeping your health up, staying strong, getting in like a lot of oxygen, you know, endorphins are flowing, it's community. And that's what I feel like the powers that be, the government is trying to rob people of right now, is community. No churches, no gatherings, no comedy clubs.
Yeah, no socialization.
Yeah.
They don't want. We're social creatures. We're supposed to interact with each other. Prolonged isolation is not a good thing at all. Especially when you prolong isolation and throw in nothing but fear-mongering media, you know, nonsense Hollywood kind of garbage television. You know, plenty of alcohol if you want it. It's just, you know, that's not the way humans are designed to live. You know, you're supposed to go out and experience the world. That's how your body and your immune system work. You know, you don't sanitize the world around you and live in a bubble forever. You know, like your immune system is like no different than computer software. You know, it needs constant updates.
Yeah.
You know, and it gets those updates by coming in contact with things. You know, like viruses and bacteria are not going to go away. They've been here far longer than we have, and having that that very defensive public health strategy
Yeah.
is not an effective one. Like a public health strategy is not a vaccine.
Yeah.
It's not public health. Public health starts with individual health,
Exactly.
which is the freedom to come in here. Some people wear masks, some people don't. Come in here, work out, break a sweat. You can breathe heavy. It's okay. You're really, literally not going to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
And go home and eat healthy, feel good about yourself, and that does wonders to the body in ways that you can't even really quantify.
Yeah. It does, because
Taking that away does the opposite.
Oh, for sure. They're not really talking about it, but like suicide. People are depressed right now. There's like a ton more suicide, and
If you sat at home all day watching CNN, you'd be
yeah,
depressed too.
yeah, and it's like it's literally every possible thing they could be doing to be making the general population depressed is what they're doing right now. And it's like, yeah, I go to Planet Fitness, whatever, it's $10 a month. They have been charging me the last few months, but I haven't gone once because, like, I'm not gonna wear a mask and try to run. It's like, and I feel like even the people that are wearing, you know, I feel like some people who are wearing masks to the gym, or they have to wear a mask to the gym. If they choose to, they choose to. But if they have to, it's like, how much of a sweat are you going to work up when you can barely breathe? You're going to be kind of holding yourself back.
The science is conclusive that not only, you know, what's funny backing it up is in the executive orders, they don't even mandate masks. The wording of the executive order says cloth face coverings, which you can debate all you want about masks, but the science as far as cloth face coverings is 100% undeniable. That there's zero efficacy at stopping the transfer of a virus at all.
Yeah.
So these EOs, that's not an accident that it says cloth face covering and not mask.
Because they know.
Yeah. So you're mandating something that is 100% ineffective. And not only that, but the science actually shows that wearing a cloth face covering in a high intensity aerobic and anaerobic situation is actually detrimental to you.
Wow.
For several reasons. You can develop bacterial pneumonia. You're reducing your rate of oxygen intake, and it just goes on and on, especially as it gets damper and moister. That becomes more and more of an issue. Not only is it ineffective, but it's actually quite dangerous.
Oh yeah, I just heard about this like German neurologist. She just came out with this study that prolonged face mask wearing actually contributes to like permanent brain damage. Like it goes even further and it gets even worse.
And there's, I'm sure there's a lot of effects that we don't even understand or haven't even thought of yet.
That we won't know for years to come. And then there's like the whole separate issue of like what this is doing to kids, but like mainly focused with what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish. And you talked about like, you know, the members, your membership going up has helped you get through some of like the harder, darker days. And you've mentioned, you know, you're getting fined $15,000 a day, which you're not paying. Fuck it. Like, I think you should just sue the state or whatever.
We are.
Okay, good. So, but what you said by like some of the darker days, is it really just the fines, or you know, having to beat down your own door, or like what else has happened?
I mean, it's to have to do all of this just to earn a living for your family is absolutely ridiculous. You know, like the fact that Frank and I had to stay inside the gym, camped inside for 30 days, just so our doors wouldn't be locked by the government I mean, it's you can't make it up. It's so stupid that it's actually funny. You know, because it's not about public health. It's not.
It's not. Yeah.
If it was about public health, we'd have a bunch of dead bodies stacked up around here, and we don't. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. It's crazy how far the government will go to impede and trample on your civil rights, especially when you stand up against them. Governor Murphy has done everything in his power to put us out of business. And to the point where he watches our social media. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's not in any government official's job description to be monitoring a local gym's social media and imposing fines because they saw a video that somebody posted of their squat without a mask.
He sounds like
that's the reality of what's happening.
He sounds like a crazy ex-girlfriend, like just stalking, and he doesn't know when to move on. Move on with your life, Murphy. Find a new boo. Wow.
Yeah, it's just some days it's a lot, you know, and it's what we signed up for. You know? No matter how rough it is, losing everything that Frank and I have ever worked for would have been far worse. And
yeah. What prompted staying here for 30 days straight, or did?
We took the doors off of the hinges so that they couldn't lock them, but without any doors, we couldn't go home.
Oh God! Oh man! Wow! And then they just sort of realized, like, because couldn't you say that you're also like living here? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't own a business, but like, you know, I imagine like, could you have said like, oh, well, we're living here, so you can't lock the doors?
You can say whatever you want. You know, what they're doing is illegal, and they know it, and they don't really care. You know, these are politicians who have gotten away with bullshit for years. So when somebody stands up to them, they're egomaniacal. they feel like they have a point to prove now, and they don't care what's illegal or what's not. All they care about is being right. So they've done so many things where we're like, they can't do that, and then it's like, oh well, they did it anyway.
Yeah.
So we were at the point where we didn't trust it for a second to go home because we know that they had people watching the building. It's in our court documents that they have people outside counting how many people come in. Which is funny because you could ask us and we'll tell you.
Yeah, you're so open. The second we walked in, Frank was like, "Oh, hey, yeah, shoot whatever you want." Like we're so open.
We're not doing anything wrong.
No.
And that's why we've been open from day one. Governor Murphy likes to say that we what's the word?
A super spreader?
No. He calls us the defiant gym owners, and he bumped it up with, we're outrageously defiant because I post on social media what we do here. I want to show the world. And
any other local businesses or communities stepped up the same way as you? Anything else in the area that's defined orders?
Not in the same manner. A lot of people stayed open very quietly, and just kind of just survived. For us, not only is that not really possible in our shopping location, but we didn't want to just survive. This fight wasn't about just opening the gym. This was Frank and I were looking around at what was happening to the world and saying, hold on, this is much bigger than somebody's small business. Our civil liberties are being stripped, abused, trampled in ways that I don't think any of us have ever seen.
No.
So we wanted to open publicly. So not a lot of businesses wanted that heat. I can't blame them. I would never slander somebody for not opening or for opening very quietly. It was just our opinion that opening quietly wasn't going to change anything because what happens when they do it again? What happens when they do it again and they're more strict?
Yeah.
And they're you might have gotten away with it this time, but what happens when COVID-20 comes around?
Exactly.
Yeah. It was about stopping them from doing this now and ever.
Yeah, and it's if you look around the gym, these are all grown-ass men and women who don't seem scared, they don't seem worried, and that's the thing, if they really believe the numbers and believe the BS from the government, they would stay home, and you guys would go out of business that way, but it's oh no, your membership has tripled, so I guess a lot of people are on board.
Yeah, well, it's these people care about their health, and they care about the idea of personal responsibility. It's not, I don't know when government decided that it was their job to nanny everybody.
Yeah.
That's not what the United States government was founded upon. It was founded upon the right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, personal responsibility, government not interfering. Government was created just to kind of support the system of liberty and freedom, and to protect it. And now all of a sudden it's, let's pay for your college, let's give you a paycheck, let's pay for your health care, now let's tell you how to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And I completely reject all of those ideas.
Yeah.
I don't want a government paycheck. I want to go to work.
Yeah.
I don't want you to pay for my school. And I don't want to pay for anybody else's school. I don't want those things.
Right.
Just leave me alone.
And it's there's so much hypocrisy. It's yeah, buses are still going. That's people close together. It's
Frank is Frank is the numbers guy.
Yeah.
And that was one of his biggest arguments. I think an average NJ Transit bus is 400 and something cubic feet or something like that, and you can pack up to 60 people in it. No contact tracing, no temperature checks, nothing. They're not being, the seats aren't being wiped and sanitized.
Yeah, wow.
There's no ability to social distance. There's no proper ventilation, and they were allowed to operate at 100% capacity. And then a 15,000 square foot facility with 25-foot ceilings, brand new HVAC system with all the proper filters in it, the hydroxyl generators, all these things. All the equipment is socially distanced. Nothing in here is more than is closer than 6 feet apart. All the other safety measures, and it's no.
Yeah.
But you can still go get a lap dance.
Oh, you can still go get a lap dance. Hey, let's go get one.
Somebody wants to know if you will run for office or governor.
Ooh.
Do you have any thoughts on that?
It's not the first time I've been asked that question.
The beard party, yeah.
Not the first time I've been asked that question. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Depends what Murphy does with the rest of his time, I guess.
So without this becoming state legislature, passing state legislature, these are just mandates that they really can't enforce?
The only reason that they're being enforced is because cops are led to believe that they listen to the government, and they actually don't. You know, just as much as your elected officials are public servants, police are public servants. They're there to serve the public, and they're serving their chain of command, and they think that their chain of command ends at Murphy, and it doesn't. It ends at the people. And I do hope that a lot of them realize that they're actually going against their oath of office, and they're going against their oath of job. So yeah, unless something's legislation, you have no obligation to listen. An executive order means absolutely nothing. It's worth less than the piece of paper it's written.
Have any cops come to you quietly on the side, saying that they like what you're doing?
Ton. We have a ton of cops who work out there. I feel bad for a lot of them. They're put in a position where, if they don't do what they're told, they could lose everything that they've ever worked for. And I know that feeling. And unfortunately, I was able to make the choice I was able to make because I'm a small business owner and I got nothing to lose. Some of these guys, they don't. And that sucks. But I think that's by design too.
What would you say to if there's a small business owner listening to this and they're like, right on the edge, should they go for it? What would you say to them?
That the worst thing that could happen to you has already happened. Somebody's walking into your life, telling you what you can and can't do, and you're gonna lose your business if it closes. If you haven't realized by now that this isn't going to end until we say it ends, then you do need a wake-up call, and I mean that in the most sincere way. To think that over in PA, it's just 3 weeks of a shutdown.
Oh yeah.
It was just 14 days, and we're well over 270 now. So it's a scary reality to have to confront. I've had a lot of small business owners reach out now, and they're like, well, I had one guy saying what do they want? They want your business gone.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. You can put a tinfoil hat on my head and call me a conspiracy theorist, but there's no science to back any of this up. It's all politics, and I refuse to let myself get caught in the crossfire of something that doesn't have anything to do with it. And I'm not going to let somebody come into my life and take everything I've ever worked for with no real reason. Again, there's people dropped dead in the streets, like they said, like the videos that played on CNN. Everybody remembers those. Dr. Fauci saying 2 million dead. It would be different. You need to look around you and realize that you're getting played, and it's scary. You're going up against it's a David Goliath kind of thing, but David wins.
Yeah.
But you have to step up, and you have to be real with yourself. You can't live in this. Keep telling yourself it's all going to be okay. It's not going to be unless you make sure that it is.
Yeah.
Just hoping. There's a lot of people during the first shutdown. Everybody was like, oh, after the election. Well, here we are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Here we are, still going on. Nobody's coming to save you. And that is the reality of the situation that you're in as a small business owner in America today. Nobody's coming to save you. No politician is coming to save you. Donald Trump isn't coming to save you. You have to save yourself. And if you step up, you'll see that it's the right move, and that you'll be joining forces with people who are taking matters into their own hands, and you'll be fine. You have to take that first step.
Yeah, it's really inspiring. It's don't wait for the dust to settle. It's no, work through the dust. It's fucking dusty right now, but that doesn't mean you give up. And if it really were about the masks, the cheapy little masks say does not prevent the spread, on the side of them. If it really were about the masks and it really were about only N95, they'd be dropping N95s from planes and shit. They would be making sure that everybody had these special masks.
They're just going to be dropping the vaccine from the plane.
Oh God, yeah. Well, that's a whole nother fucking
You were told
episode.
that it was genius when you and Frank made the gym into a campaign headquarters for Sing.
Yep.
Can you tell us about how that went down?
So we were days away from having our steel barricade constructed. and Rick Maida actually approached us. I had met Rick Maida, who ran against Cory Booker a couple months earlier, and he was one of the very few politicians who gave me more than a handshake. He said he's like, I want to help in any way that I can. I'm not an elected official, but let's keep in touch. And he finally came up with the idea that we were going to designate Atilis Gym as a campaign location for him. We had volunteer sign-ups. We were putting together, stuff packages for him. We had voter registration drives. We were having rallies for him. And in the meantime, people were exercising their rights.
Yeah.
That gave us the ability because apparently political things, coronavirus doesn't affect because they're exempt from all EOs. So that was just one of the many ways that we just stayed on our feet. That's what this whole thing has been about. Stay on your feet. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna take a punch. Stay on your feet.
Yeah. Yeah, this is great. It's very inspiring. I feel like honored to have met you. Are your friends and family, like people close to you and Frank,
Absolutely.
getting a lot of shit for this? And
Absolutely. We get a lot of shit, especially when the news turns back to us. We've gotten a lot of shit today and yesterday. I gave a speech in Washington, D.C., and Prager University reposted one of our videos. So that draws a lot of good attention. It also draws a lot of hatred. But the support always outweighs the negativity.
yeah, good.
And that's something that a lot of small business owners ask too. They're like, if I open, I don't want to offend my clients.
Yeah.
If earning a living offends your clients, then they're not very good.
Yeah.
We lost a couple members here for some for COVID, some for other reasons. We gained a whole new family of people, more of them, and people who avidly support us, love us, care about what we're doing, care about our well-being, and understand the importance of what we're doing here. And that's probably the greatest thing that has come of all of us is, the people that come here are truly family.
Yeah.
Because they get it. They get how hard this is for small business owners. You look around this place and you'll see, I don't have the shirt on. Everybody's got, Bellmawr shirts on because that's how we pay our bills because we don't charge our members. So people will have 6 different colors of the same shirt. People buy them for their friends, their family, stuff like that. It's the good really outweighs the bad. There's plenty of bad too.
Are you not charging for memberships right now?
We haven't charged any members since April 1st.
Wow. All right, so I'm gonna buy a few shirts.
Well, we weren't charging during the shutdown, obviously,
Yeah.
because not everybody was coming, and we can't just turn on our billing.
Okay.
And we did receive a lot of donations. A lot of that did come from our members, so we didn't need it, And then when gyms reopened, they had stripped our business license, so we get fined for charging people now.
Are there online shirt sales? Is there a website?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's a good.
What's the website
That's
people are asking?
Yeah, what's the website?
www.theatilisgym.com.
All right,
And,
cool.
you can follow if you're interested in the story. A lot of people really want to help out. I get messages from people saying, how can I help? I wish I could donate, but I can't. The financial stuff is great. It really is. One of the best ways to help is to share the story. Share the story. We've been able to stay on our feet because everybody has been following this for 7 months. And it grows every day. More people find out about it. And it doesn't matter if you're somebody just sharing it on your Facebook with your friends and family, or you're one of these accounts that have shared it with millions of followers.
Yeah, I think Candace Owens retweeted.
Shared it. Yeah, and it's huge because it brings attention to it, and it allows us the ability to stand up. So if you're interested in following the story, I'm on Instagram most. That's Ian Smith Fitness. You can follow along there, and you're wondering how to help, just share the story. It
That's
really
great.
helps, and especially we're putting together a national directory of small businesses that are staying open.
Oh shit. Okay, that's
Yes.
great.
So we're launching that on Monday. The website's up. We have some businesses on there. We've been kind of just slowly populating it with information. That's called StayOpenStayFree.com. Think of it as a
Great.
Yelp for businesses that are open, defying any and all COVID restrictions.
I love that. Yeah.
It gives businesses the ability to network with each other in the same area, so they can share experience and pool resources and kind of lean on each other. It allows just Americans who want to support small business a way to identify who's open, who's not. You know, like I'm not a big fan of wearing masks, and if there's a restaurant that's not going to make me wear a mask, that's where I'm going to go. You know, for a Friday night date.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll be doing some fundraising on there to help small businesses out, whether that be with legal fees or helping them pay back rent or stuff like that. So we're pretty excited about that, and that's the key to ending this. Is more businesses open than they can punish, and it all falls apart.
Yeah, yeah, this is great. I mean, like at a time where everywhere you turn, it's fear and I feel like Force is trying to keep you small. Like you're offering hope, you're offering obviously like a workout, and like your health is important, and it's like also your peace of mind. And don't crawl up into a ball and give up. It's like this is really great. I'm really proud to be here. So it was great to meet you, Ian.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably look around, buy some stuff,
Cool.
and yeah.
Get a workout anytime you want.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I need it. I've been out for a minute.
Want to talk
Woo!
about it?
Yeah. I'll leave my jacket. I'm like sweating. What's going on in the chat?
Calling you guys heroes. Love from Panama.
Oh, Panama?
People want lists of places that aren't doing masks.
Yeah.
We need to help them stand up to tyrants. People are going to order shirts.
Yeah.
Mass petitions, mass emails will help. People help. $20 super chat from Uncle Bones too.
Uncle Bones! Thanks, Bones. I'm definitely going to use that money to buy a Bellmawr shirt or sweatshirt. Yeah.
Give it to him. Walk around.
Yeah. All right, let's walk around.
See if anyone wants to say hi.
Okay, yeah. Aw, she kind of reminds me of Karma a little bit. Yeah, honestly, it's like such a great vibe in here. Like, it really makes you like want to work out. All right, you want to go upstairs?
Whatever you want.
All right. Yeah, let's go upstairs. Don't fall. How great was Ian? Yeah, I have no idea how long we were talking to him for, but I feel like I answered it. I feel like I asked him every possible question. Yeah, I mean, like, this is a huge gym. Hi, we should talk to you. Want to talk? Can we talk to you? Yes! Do you mind if we talk to you for a second?
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right. He's like, I'm sweating, get away from me. But yeah, this gym is huge. Plenty of room to, I mean, like, you could be 6 feet apart and not even do anything all that different here. So, yeah, we got some like younger guys over there working out. This is a big space. Nobody's cramped together. I feel like gyms in particular should be open this time because they are pretty spread out. So yeah, I know we saw Frank earlier, the other owner. But I don't know, I wonder if Ian is more like the guy who takes the interviews and the guy who talks to press.
So much room for activities.
So much room for activity. Yeah. We got these ropes. You know what I mean? Wait. I want to do a little. No. All right. Yeah. Tons of kettlebells, tons of free weights. This is actually a fucking awesome gym. I wish there was something like this in Westchester. And like I was saying before, like, I would drive out of my way to go to a gym like this. Like, I don't know if you guys listening or watching, like if your gyms are open or if they're open but you have to wear a mask, like, I don't know, this place is great and I believe in what they're doing. I would go out of my way to work out at a place like this. I'm just thinking like, oh, nobody wants to talk to us, but I'm like, you know what? If I was working out, I wouldn't want to talk to anybody either. Let's go downstairs, yeah. Look at the girl weights. Yes! That's how you know there's girls here. I like it. Yeah, I just realized I have some weights at my apartment, but like, man, it really makes me, I miss lifting like legit heavy weights, you know? Yeah, it looks like they have every color shirt you could think of. What? I do. I have my debit card on me. I will. Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of people look like Aaron Berg in here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to talk to people, but I don't want to bother, like, really irritate anybody. Let's do a lap around there. But yeah. Guys in the comments, like, are you guys working out still? I want to know, like, what's the gym scenario like where you live? Look, I don't even know what these do, but I'm down for it. This reminds me of the kind of gym that, like, Tina was talking about that she went to, like a Spartan Fitness gym. But yeah, they've got the chains there. Everybody's socially distant. No. Yeah, I'm really glad that Ian gave that website for not only this gym, but for the website that they're going to do of all the places that are still open. Look, bowl for chalk. Yeah, any good comments? No? Oh, well, Florida's fine. Hi. Yeah, Florida's good, but it's like, it's the East Coast. I mean, it's like, it's the tri-state area that's been really boned, I think. All right, guys, well, there you have it. Atilis Gym in Bellmawr, New Jersey. If you're nearby, come work out. If you're not, go onto their website, buy a shirt, send them cash if you can. If not, like, just share this story around. We'll be tweeting it out. We'll be posting this on all the different social media platforms. And yeah, that's that.